Alright everybody, time for more Armory action. I actually was briefly rank 1 while waiting to continue the series, because rank 1 lost and dropped past me, and then Neon Blonde won again and surpassed me. Gonna redraw this hand. Bit too light on action, too heavy on power. This is better, although a bit slow. But yeah, we basically fighting for rank 1 now. Like, if we win, we might just become rank 1, which would be super sweet to hold that for the rest of the season, so I'm gonna do my best. Alright, let's get this slow hand rolling. Since we are playing the mirror, it doesn't really matter that our hand is slow, and the quality matters more. Oh no, it's not a mirror, it's Rakano with Inspire, I see. Alright, there it matters a bunch more actually. Our hand's a bit slow. Hope that Harsh Rule will be good enough to catch us up here. At least we have the power to definitely cast Harsh Rule on Curve already, which is definitely gonna be pretty important. But yeah, we will see. Our opponent doesn't have a follow-up to his 2-drop. That is definitely ideal for us and our, I would say, rather slow hand. Let's see if we find something and what we find. Another Inspire, I see. Alright. Some more inspiration, please. And a pretty big Rakano Artisan. That's alright. I don't mind that. That is actually sort of annoying and makes me want to rise to the challenge for a Rune Hammer to be able to take care of this guy. And if he plays another unit, we just Harsh Rule instead of Rune Hammer, especially if he has Finest Hour mana open. I actually need to pay more attention to if and when my opponent gets stops, to see if he potentially has Finest Hour or not. Alright, just Fury. Alright, down to 5 we go, I see. But yeah, that at least means Rune Hammer clears the board and also leaves us up with a weapon for the next thing he plays, potentially. Or at least in a position where we can Harsh Rule what he plays and hit him for 6 in the face. Depending on what he does. That's definitely something I'm willing to kill with the weapon, although there's sort of the risk of him just like killing us basically if he has a torch or a Finest Hour. Which kind of brings me to the point where I think I actually have to either play Armor Smith or just use this. I think using this is probably better. Because now if he has Finest Hour, we don't take damage, trade basically against the Finest Hour, and then have the Armor Smith to at least jump block. And then, because I rather the Artisan, I mean to jump block, because I rather keep the Armor Smith for Daisho in this situation. So, alright, I think I want to attack here. He's blocking. Really? That would be like the worst block in the world. Since we have 2 Harsh Rule, I think I want to Harsh Rule here. Since it's just too dangerous to attack into the Enforcer against Torch and Finest Hour. So we gotta play really careful here. we definitely need a harsh rule. And there's the torch, we would have died if we attacked. And yeah, we definitely need the second harsh rule for whatever got pumped by that Hammer of Might, which he eventually will draw into. So I think actually I'm just go Daisho here to get Daisho into play with harsh rule backup and to start working on killing our opponent rather than like quarry into some speculative card that we may or may not hit with it. And yeah, that gives us a safe life total against the top deck torch, ways to deal with stuff that he might draw, and pressure. Just everything we need right now basically. And another Daisho is nice because that's another way to gain additional health once the first Daisho probably died from trying to kill something he played. Let's see what we find in the quarry. Sort of Icaria, not too impressive. I rather take the torch. Attack for 2, and now our opponent is basically dead next turn if he doesn't have anything. Alright. There we go. If he takes that, we can kill him. And we just equip our other Daisho to put him to 0. He was probably contemplating whether he wants to torch this or not. Guess he decided against it and then he's dead. Whoop. Whoop. And 0. There was a very well crafted victory, I would say. Because we could have easily lost that game if we would have made the wrong decisions. And careful maneuvering put us back to rank 1. Yes. Nice. And now we hopefully win 2 more games to try cementing a lead in rank 1. I mean, at some point Neon has to go to bed. Hopefully. Alright. One more. Oops. Next opponent. Let's see what we're up against. Hold you. Let's see if he's still on that weird illusion mid-range that we crushed earlier. That's a pretty solid hand. Going to keep that. Slightly power heavy, but has enough action interaction that I'm fine keeping it. It has all the colors and it has good power, so we can play everything we draw off the top. Alright. And yeah, favor into Armor Smith into Runehammer seems decent. Okay, so I think I rather inspire here to find a torch or like a sort of Icaria for next turn than play favor, even though it's like less power efficient. Since if we don't draw anything for next turn, we can like favor next turn anyway without caring. The main difference is basically now we take like 1 damage from Initiative Descents, but I think it's worth it to have the chance to increase the chance to have a sort of Icaria on turn 3. Or even find a torch. Alright. I think since Runehammer only has 1 armor, I wanna play favor Armor Smith here rather than Artisan. Also to not take another damage from Initiate basically. But yeah, this game could go worse than the last. I should have actually redrawn expecting him to likely be on the same deck as before. Ooh, that's annoying actually. Wisp with like enhancement is gonna be really annoying for this deck. So that is actually like legit relevant. And yeah, I think I'll just bash the hell out of this and attack for 2. And hope our opponent doesn't have a ton of power to keep recurring this ephemeral wisp to make our life miserable. But yeah, I kinda like the idea of wisp with evolution. Like, evolution is actually a pretty good card, and it's a nice way to make wisp matter, sort of. I mean, I eventually want to get rid of that initiative stance, which I think I probably have to do next turn. I'm not sure though. Okay, I guess now we're gonna kill the wisp to make sure that opponent doesn't draw extra power for his wisp. It's a bit annoying because now our weapon like dies next turn and we can't attack with the armor smith because wisp is there, so that's a bit annoying, but not much we can do about it. I guess next turn we're just gonna kill the wisp again and attack if we can. Alright, so gonna attack the wisp, then I'll attack it. Everything, I think. Since I kind of expect him to trade with one. He didn't. That's weird. Then I might not actually die show here because I don't want to give him like a free attack at the die show, and he might even have like a lynx. So I think I'd rather just inspire here to see what we find and hold on to the die show. Otherwise I could play die show and kill one of the initiates, but at this point it hardly matters. And I don't want him to have this free 1 damage on the die show, since that definitely matters. Alright, so again we get rid of this guy. Hope he's slowly out of power by now. And then we like attack with those two and just hold one armor smith back to protect against the initiate. Or a potential lynx if he plays that, so the lynx can't kill the die show. That's annoying. Got another one of those. So now the question is, what do we do? Like, do we kill the 1/1 or do we kill the ephemeral wisp and hope it doesn't come back? I think it's probably better to kill the 1/1 since that is gone for good and the wisp is likely gonna come back anyway, as annoying as it is. But yeah, this game is looking a lot worse than the last one against this deck and this player. But yeah, last time the wisps were 0/1, which is a lot less relevant. And yeah, I think I'll bite in the sour apple and just like triple block the Titan. And just hope to draw something like an Icaria. Like an Icaria or Rise for Icaria would be really good right now, because that suddenly would put us way ahead. But yeah, currently drawing air. I mean, a stash would obviously also be great with what we have, but Icaria is like the single best thing here. But nope, we just keep flooding, which means we are basically drawing that. Unless we draw like a harsh roll, that can help, but even that's probably not gonna cut it against the wisp. Like, harsh roll into like Icaria might be okay. Alright, that's it. He got us. But seems like we are still rank 1, which is good. No, we are rank 3. Jeez. Why doesn't it update at the end of the game screen? That was a very costly loss against probably a fairly low ranked opponent. Alright. Last game for this series. Even though I don't like having Ikaria in the opening hand, I think the hand is otherwise... actually not. It's a bit suboptimal. If this was a Sword of Ikaria, I would like it better. This one is a bit slow, but we are on the draw, so it's alright. We have a bunch of draws to help speed up this hand. Gonna draw first in case we draw a sigil, so we can play this undepleted for Torch. Holy shit. Backlash on Inspire. That seems both super aggressive and pretty bad actually. Quite a waste against the deck with Harsh Rule, Stash, and Rise. That's like the card you want to backlash. Not Inspire. I mean, even Quarry would have been a better target. But I'm fine. Like, I'm happy if he feels like wasting his backlash on my Inspire. Couldn't go much better for us with a backlash. Alright. Eat a torch. You false prince. And now we have sort of Ikaria to like sort of for free clean Temple Scribe. Ooh, that's annoying. Against our like sort of latent screw. But thanks to drawing the power off the top, we actually get to sword torch this, even though it hurts a bit. At least it's gone. And we have like Runehammer Torch for the next big thing if we need to, or just Torch if it's a prince. And the opponent is running low on resources, so that's good for us. And I guess we just attack, might as well. Really? I guess that was a bit loose, and I didn't expect that anymore at this point. That was a bit sloppy. At least our Armor Smith is a 3/3, so you can just hard cast it here. Don't want to waste Runehammer. I like the better Runehammer here. So I'll just play the 3/3, that should be enough to like hold off these guys. Unfortunately though, we are like off enough tech to like hit Cerso here. Sorry about that. That was a weird noise from yawning. Alright, I think I'll attack here and see what he does. He doesn't block, as I was afraid he wouldn't. And then I think I'll just be like killing this Lynx. And I guess hold on to Armor Smith. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we kind of like want to vanquish. Or like something like that. At least we have an answer for this Reinhardt here. And yeah, we can now draw like a Harsh Rule or a Vanquish to try and remedy the situation with Cerso. But yeah, I mean, these like beefy decks can be fairly good against Armory, unfortunately. At least we are in a position where we are still kind of doing okay and racing. Our weapon is dying, and now it's really time to draw like a Harsh Rule or a Vanquish. But at least the race is still on. And now we go to 1, most likely. And we actually have a shot at like taking this race home if we draw an undepleted power. Yeah, because now can actually like attack here and then double block so if he doesn't have a way to pop the Aegis or to shut down this guy. That's enough. Oh no. Yeah, that's enough. Because Cerso's effect would like pop the Aegis and then they would still like block. And we would even like get to keep our armor smiths, but yeah, he had an obelisk. Not sure even why he would play obelisk in a deck with so many beefy guys. Not sure how good that is. But yeah, that was a very close one. Unfortunate to lose to two Elysian decks in a row with like a bit stumbly draws. But yeah, that can happen, especially against beefy decks when you see no Vanquish, no Hush Roll. Still, we put up a pretty good fight. If he doesn't have that obelisk in the end, we even like get the Icaria trigger off, trade Icaria with Cerso, keep a 2-2 with the opponent in 5, and have like a ton of draws that actually win the game or put us in a great position to win the game. Even if the opponent drops like a fatty after we trade with Cerso, especially if like the top card is a card that got the Icaria trigger like a unit, or even a relic weapon would be better. Or even if like Stash or Vanquish or like Harsh Rule would be on top, we would have been in an awesome position to still win this game, no matter how bad it looked the entire time, with like back-to-back draws and setting ourselves up in a position where we actually can like win the race against him thanks to aggressively racing back, even though we were in a losing position. But it was the best play we had. Alright, that's it with top 3 Masters ranked Armory right after the balance patch. I hope you guys enjoyed it as usual and maybe learned one or the other thing about Eternal and about Armory in specific. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on social media for more updates if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye.